it was not a mistake when we chose not to give any place, location, or geography to this debate. We believe that the quality of life and the value of life is inherent to human beings all over the world. They never really seemed to understand that, as in so many things in the debate. When they spoke about choice, they seemed to think that when we insist on giving the choice to die to patients, we take away the right to choose to die a natural death. That is not what we are taking away. They seem to think that when we allow physicians to help patients to die, all of a sudden, every single physician is mandated to help. No. If your religious or cultural obligations make you unable to commit such an act, you are perfectly free to walk away. We can find another physician. Life goes on as usual. Everything is well and fine. So on the point of choice, they've absolutely misunderstood how choices are there. Now let's talk about characterization. They say that our characterization about the end of life is something abhorrent, something disgusting, something stigmatizing. I'm not stigmatizing. I'm not saying that it's always disgusting. I'm saying that I'm trying to understand the reasons why sometimes a person might choose to take his or her life. One thing that we can all agree today is that people want to live. And when they want to die, we think it's no light decision. I'm trying to understand the kind of pain and suffering they go through. I'm trying to understand the limits of medicine. The limits of medicine that simply end at a certain point. I can't help you today, sir. You're going to die, and you're going to die in pain. What do you want now? Now, the role of the doctor. The role of the doctor was never to preserve life at all costs. Life was never really just about living as long as possible. If you live as long as possible, like Sanjiv said, you are but a machine. People choose to give their lives up for lots of matters, right? You might choose to work till the end of your days, like researching some new drug. You might choose to give your life in war for a greater cause. Sometimes there are things more important than just living out those last few decades. And the doctor has got to honor that. What else has the doctor got to do? The doctor has to step back and say, even if I don't want my patient to die, sometimes my patient can make the right choice. I've put in all possible safeguards. Hundreds of years of ethics have taught us that the patient needs to be mentally fit to consent to such treatment, such procedures being done on them. So we put in the safeguards, all of them. We make sure that the patient is not under financial duress. We make sure that the patient has been counseled on palliative care. We make sure that the patient understands everything. And if the last decision of the physician is to disrespect the patient's ability to understand all these, we say it's abhorrent. The doctor really has to hand this decision over to the patient. And lastly, on the idea of the social discussion on the issue of euthanasia, it is simply not enough. Yes, discussion exists under paradigms in countries that don't already allow euthanasia, but it only happens in debate halls like this and small opinion articles on the newspaper. It never gets into the mainstream. And do you know why? It's because it's so far away. Nobody ever had a choice to choose to die. Nobody ever had a family member making that choice to die with dignity at the time they wanted, with their friends and family surrounding them. Without that kind of realistic experience, nobody could have that kind of discussion to say whether it's good or bad. We say that some people might choose to think that euthanasia is bad. Some people choose to think that it's good. We allow them to make better choices because they are more informed by the real-life experiences of the people who are close to them, who are beside them, who are real living human beings. The only side that honors the right of choice is not opposition. It's side government today. For all these reasons, we are proud to propose